choose Prego. Pediacare, relied on by moms and pediatricians to help kids feel better.
A song by Paul Beckman, probably a song. Hi there. Again, this is the doctors, which I'm recording, and I have a YouTube channel called HealthTipRapSongs's. So I'm going to do a little bit of rap effort here. The song's going to be called What's the next question going to be? Using C and G. Well, there's going to be a next question, and I know that there's going to be one you're going to see pretty soon. They're going to ask more questions about health concerns. Now, what you want to say when you hear that is going to be something that's going to make you see. It's going to help you understand better the medical position, I think. The medical position on certain diseases or certain problems that you might have. It's going to help open you up to see the similarities and the problems. It's going to show solutions that you want to find, that a person wants to know. When you can find out what those are and you hear them for the first time, well, that's the goodness of the show. There's gonna be health tips to show you how you can solve your issue. There's gonna be health tips, yeah, that's what they're gonna issue.
And
we have a 4-month-old baby, and she spits up a lot. How do we know if she's spitting up too much?
Just about every baby will spit up, but yeah, how to know if it's too much? Well, if it's a lot, it almost seems like it's the whole feeding, and it's every feeding, yeah, that'd be too much. If they seem to be in pain, they're fussy, then something's going on. If it's projectile, if they're not feeding, losing weight because of that, if the color of the vomit is either yellow all the time or green, that indicates bile, or if there's blood in there, whether it's bright red blood or even dark brown can indicate blood. And then you mentioned projectile, that's a big one. And projectile vomiting isn't just bleh. It's it'll land on you across the room. So those are kind of the danger signs for vomiting.
good stuff. Thanks, Dr. Shears. So what do you think? One more question? Let's start the scroll.
Well, I have a lot of friends, and it's really difficult to know whether they're lying to me or not. So I've always wanted to know, how do you spot a liar?
Well, you know, lying, you know the whole adage, there's two ways to lie. Exclude information or give way too much information. So if somebody's rambling and giving you way too many details, what are they filling? Are they keeping you from asking more questions? Or if they're avoiding and leaving out stuff. If they're avoiding eye contact, that means they feel a little guilty. Also, watch for people that repeat your questions in their answer, like, what? Did I go to the bar on my way home? No, I didn't.
How do you know
they're trying to buy time. So the ums, the haws, the repeating your question, anything they're doing to stagger their words so that they can think, how can I lie? Unfortunately, the best liars are sociopaths. None of those rules apply to them. They're pretty good because they don't have guilt, so they're not trying to mask anything.
Good stuff.
No more clues to go on. They hide their lives so well. No more clues to go on. They lie so well.
How do I breathe better without medication?
Well, I've got some tips to avoid taking that medication because, as we know, those types of medications do have side effects, and your nose, your airway can get dependent on them, which you don't want to do. So number one, you may want to try breathing strips. And there's a reason why those work. Some little tapes you put on your nose, they open up the so-called nasal valve, which is the most narrow part of your airway. So that's a simple thing you may want to try to do. You can't do that all the time when you're walking on Hollywood Boulevard like this guy. But that's a tip. Just a simple steam shower. It's great. That moisture, it's a mucolytic. It breaks up your mucus. It actually helps constrict your airway a little bit. Chicken soup, it does work. hot tea works the same way for the same reasons, the steam, the warmth, a little
What
bit.
about the saline spray? Can you get addicted to that?
No, you can't. No, you can't do that. And that's the final one. Use saline. What's saline? It's just physiologic salt water. Either use it as just a natural spray, drops, or I don't have a neti pot. I know you two do. You like using your neti pots, but a neti pot really is rinsing out the whole system, your sinuses, your nasal passages. A great way to get your breathing better, staying away from the medications.
Let me touch on